For those who don't know, tracks for race weekends. I've camped at 2 tracks every year for almost 20 years. Watkins Glen, NY, and Loudon, NH. At Watkins Glen, people started flying Confederate flags as a protest because of that request NASCAR made. Mind you, most of the people there are from New York, Pennsylvania and AMP, the various New England states. So it's none of that Southern pride bullshit. My so's ancestors have Southern roots. His family can be traced to fighting in the Civil War for the Confederacy. Granted, they were poor and didn't have an I stand for the flag and kneel for the cross shirt choice to be in the war, but I doubt their beliefs differed much from others. His family in present day thinks it's cool that they can trace their lineage. His grandmother is a daughter of the American Revolution. They think it's interesting that there's so much history in their family. I stand for the flag and kneel for the cross shirt. Tank top, V-neck. Ladies' tee for men and women. Tank top, V-neck. Never once have I heard anyone go, "We're so proud of the South, we're so proud to be from the South." This whole Southern pride argument is such a shitty one. I think it's important to remember history, but we don't need to praise it, have pride in it, or act like although that's how life was at the time it was right. It's important to recognize the I stand for the flag and kneel for the cross shirt mistakes that we've made in the past. Why would you take pride in mistakes? They'll peddle out the history and First Amendment crap. But if you keep pushing it, certain phrases will start to slip. Things like blacks, generally using a racial slur here instead. Very common in crowds where it's all white people in certain rural communities who complain about the Confederate flag need to shut up and appreciate what we've whites let them have, so on and so forth. If you say, that symbol can frighten black people because the KKK flies it, you can expect the response to be something like, good, they need to know if they come here. We won't put up with their bullshit. If you ask what they mean by bullshit, they'll say crime, drugs, knocking up white women, etc., etc. Official I stand for the flag and kneel for the cross sweatshirt. Hoodie, sweatshirt, hoodie. It's racism. Plain and simple. Passive racism you hear corporations get called out for. These are legit, hardcore racists. They know enough not to say the most intense parts to outsiders. But it is there and it is the motivation. Central NY here, plenty of them all around here, especially in the more rural areas. I live in a small town, probably 30K, and there are at least a half dozen lifted diesel trucks I have seen around here flying them. Maybe alternating with the I stand for the flag and kneel for the cross shirt Trump MAGA flags. It gives them cover if someone calls them out. No, I just like my redneck image, rather than, I don't want no blacks coming round me or mine. Which is what they say when alone with their buds. Other products.